Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Bobby Tonelli. I'm here at the Tech 360 TV office. With me in hand is the Samsung Tab S3 tablet, the brand new tablet from Samsung. So can Samsung actually challenge Apple with the Tab S3? I think they can. I've been using this for about a month, so I've got some good usage out of this tablet. I'm not paid by Samsung to do this. I'm not paid by anyone to do this. This is just my own personal views. This thing is beautiful. Glass, front and back. It's super, super thin. This is so light. Samsung, over the last couple of years, has really done some amazing job with their aesthetics, especially with the phones. They brought that to the tablet. This thing, when I first saw it in the store, I was like, this is a thing of beauty. Glass. The screen is stunningly beautiful. But we come to expect this from Samsung, right? I mean, Samsung has been known to have great screens, but it's been very high saturated, so your photos don't look so real. You can adjust that in this. Next up, the speed. I mean, this thing's pretty fast, I gotta tell you. It's not the latest processor on the market, but nonetheless, any app you throw at it, it works at. So no problems at all, no hiccups. I haven't had anything, especially when I'm using, let's say, Photoshop or Adobe Lightroom. No issues at all. The S Pen that comes with this is pretty good, I have to say. You don't have to charge it, you don't have to stick it out bottom like a male appendage. Never understood why that happened. But nonetheless, great sensitivity on the screen. I would say it might not be the most sensitive on the market in terms of your Wacom tablets and so forth like that, but it's great enough for the average user. If you want to do some sketching or some drawing, you're not going to have any issues. I mean, if you want to do shading like on the side, use the side of the pen to do some shading, certain apps do that and certain apps don't. So you got to mix around, play with it to see what works for you. This one comes in the box. It's free, it's free, it's free. You don't have to pay for a pen. How nice is that, especially when you're talking about the tablet this price? You could say that this is actually like a larger Note 7 in regards to the functionality of the S Pen. I would say the pen has improved from the Note 7. What else I like about it? Most covers, you got to clip the tablet inside of it. This you don't. It's done by magnet. Very, very sturdy. Here's the one hiccup though. How do you fold it out? Doesn't do that, there's no grooves there, right? It took us a while to figure this out, but actually, you fold the back side of this down, and then you flip this over, there you go. But guess what? You wouldn't know this by looking at the box, there's no instructions. You wanna know where the instructions are at? On the back of the case where you put the tablet on, right there embossed, so you can barely see it. That's your instructions. Nonetheless, once you figure it out, it works great. Camera on the tablet. It's a good camera. It's not bad. I've never sat and taken photos like that, but some people have. What don't I like? Well, not many things actually. I will say this. In most markets, the Tab S3 came out before the S8, the latest user interface OS. But when the S8 came out, Samsung really did an amazing job with TouchWiz. It's so organic and it's fast and it's fluid that when you move to the Tab S3, you already feel like this is somewhat dated. Don't know why, don't know if they didn't talk to each other down the hall at Samsung and say, hey, look, we're developing this new user interface, guys, on our S8. You might want to use this on the Tab S3. I don't know if they talked to each other. They should have. Give us what we want. Last but not least, battery life. And everyone's touting this battery life of like, you know, it's got so many hours of usage, this and that, the standby time. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I think a lot of them didn't actually use the tablet more than a day. You wanna know why? I get about 3 days standby time on this tablet with Wi-Fi turned on. Gone. I don't have location services turned on. I don't have Bluetooth turned on. I don't have NFC turned on. I'm not running Netflix 24 hours a day, and I'm not the only one out there. There's a lot of other people that are experiencing this. Well, I ventured onto XDA forums. Those guys over there figured out that it was a Wi-Fi bug. So while the Wi-Fi is turned on, the screen might be off, but the Wi-Fi continually runs at high speed, which means that it's draining the battery in the background. Yes, this charges very quickly. It charges like a phone, a tablet on Wi-Fi. No LTE, just Wi-Fi. Should last you more than 3 days on standby time. The only other way to get rid of it is actually to shut off the Wi-Fi when you're done. But do we do that with our tablets? I mean, we do it with our phones, but not with our tablets. Samsung, fix it. You can do it on your phones. Your S8 runs pretty well. This needs to be fixed. That's my only issue I have with the tablet overall, is the battery life. So that's pretty much my thoughts here on the Samsung Tab S3. Leave your comments below, let us know what you think. If you agree, disagree, and yeah, Till the next one, take care.